Okay guys, I'm just leaving work. I am sweating because 95% of the time I do lashes, but 5% of the time I am still an esthetician and I do waxing. So I just finished a wax and it is 90 degrees out and the sun beats through the window of the room that I wax in. And so yeah, anyways, I'm sweating. I'm gross. But I wanted to share with you guys that, you know, the conductor over here of the Hot Mess Express, the whole situation on TMZ yesterday, like what in the frick happened like right before I went to go get on there. Obviously, you know, I was like working out and then I had like 10 minutes to get off of my cardio machine, go beat my face with some makeup, brush my hair, put on a cute top, and then like sit there and look cute. Okay, so just to give you a little background on like how this whole TMZ thing works, because this is my 6th time. I've been on there now 6 times. I haven't even watched the last 2 that I have been on, and I don't even like post them or anything because to be honest with you, I really don't even think anybody cares. Like nobody's ever even asked me. Like nobody asks. Anywho, so they will reach out to you, ask you to come and be on. They keep asking me to come back on there. I don't know why, because they should know I'm a hot mess, just like I know. And they will, the morning of, they'll give you a list of like 7 to 10 different like topic options, and they'll tell you, go ahead and pick out which one you want. Actually, they'll tell you to pick out 3 of the top ones you want. I'll pick out 3. They'll reach out to me. Sometimes they'll say, hey, here's about 3 or 4 more, like, do you like these ones better? And you'll say yes or no, or you'll pick them, which doesn't matter because I feel like every single time I pick my top 3, they always give me one that wasn't even on my list. But I'm just happy to be there, you know? So I'm like, I'll take whatever I can get. Anyways, so they gave me my list of like, I think it was like 4 or 5 yesterday. And they said, pick out your top 3. So I pick out my top 3. They sent me 2 more. They were like, what about these ones? I was like, yeah, I mean, cool. If you want me to do those ones, I will. And they were like, okay, cool. And then they sent me 2 more and they were like, okay, what about these ones? I was like, you know, I'm not too privy on those ones. Like, I don't really know like what's going on with those. So I prefer all of the above that you gave me. So they were like, okay, cool. Let's talk about Billy Ray Cyrus. I was like, okay, cool. Like, basically what the topic was about was this Mother's Day post that he had wrote where he was basically like saying happy Mother's Day to my mother who passed away. Also, like, he was getting vulnerable in the fact, like, he was wishing Tish a happy Mother's Day, which is Miley and Noah and the other kids' mother. And he was saying like, hey, I know I haven't been like the easiest person like to live with, like I'm full of mistakes, but you know, continue to pray for the Cyrus family. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool because he's, you know, being vulnerable too. He's admitting he's wrong. He's doing his shit. He's getting right, getting tight. Anywho, so that seemed like a pretty easy thing to like comment on because I'm like, you can't really go wrong with it, right? Like that's a pretty easy flowing one. I prefer that one way more than I prefer the ones the last few times where they like want a political opinion and I'm like, I'm not. No. And so, okay, cool. We're solid. We're good. I'm on the elliptical. I am thinking I have a whole nother hour. They message me. They're like, hey, you're on in 10. I'm like, okay, fuck. That's when I get off. I run to the bathroom, beat my face with some makeup, brush my hair, put on a cute top. I get into the position. I get ready. I've got my camera already set up because they do a little, you know, they do a little background and mic check thing early in the morning, make sure you're good. And so I'm in position. I'm sitting there. I'm ready to go. I'm just like waiting. And then they call and they're like, hey, yeah, so we actually changed your topic. It's going to be this instead. And I was like, I don't really know anything about that. And I was like, I honestly, I didn't have an opinion. I couldn't even form an opinion. So I tried to go on and like read the article real quick. I'm just skimming it. I'm just like taking whatever information I can get out of it. And I'm just like, okay, here we go. They're going to call any second because they were like, we're going to call you in just like 1 minute. I literally screenshot it and I sent it to ChatGPT. I was like, brother, help me come up with an opinion piece. I don't even know what to say about this. And by the time ChatGPT like scans it and gives me like a response written in ADHD form, because you can do that, I don't even have time to read it. They call. And how it works is they'll be like, okay, like everything looks good, you're good. When you hear us say go, 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 and that's what they'll do, they'll say go, 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 go. And when they do that, that's when you have to be like, hi, I'm Ashley, I'm from where you're from, blah, 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 blah. And then you go into your opinion piece. When I tell you I have done it 6 times, this time was different than all the other times, okay? Like, completely different. They call me and they're like, hey, are you ready? Do you have your opinion piece? I was like, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. And so they're like, just say this. And so they basically give me my opinion, and I'm like, I don't know. Blah, blah. I'm glad it's over. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, cool, solid. I'll say that, I guess, because that is better than sitting there looking stupid. Like, okay, yeah, so make sure that when we say go, 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 I was like, yep, I know the drill. They're like, okay, cool. So typically how it works is they'll be talking about the topic, like literally your topic. They'll be like going through like the whole like inner workings about that, and then the host will sit there and banter back and forth about their opinions and all that, and then they'll pan over to you, and then it's go, 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 and you'll say, hi, I'm Ashley, I'm from blah, 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 and then you'll give your opinion. Tell me why this time, of all the freaking times, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They were literally talking about a whole nother subject, and then they interjected me in. Like, I started the segment on this piece or something. I'm very, like, I don't even know. So they were like talking about some Bill Belichick, Jordan shit, and I was like, that's not even my topic. And I'm sitting there listening to them just like completely divulge all this information about it, and then I'm like, hey, well, that's not my topic. So then they were like, go, 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 and I was like, hi. And then I gave it. So yeah, all of that to say, yep, that's how it went. And I basically like pretty much probably fumbled it. I don't know, like I said, I haven't watched it, but I feel like I probably said a total of 3.5 words.